Hi, my name is Dr. Erica Steele, and I am a holistic doctor in family practice. Thank you for tuning in to my brief Wellness Wednesday blurbs. So, we're going to talk about survivalism for a minute. Thinking many generations back, we come from a long line of survivalists, from caveman to Roman Empire to the Great Depression to World War this to Vietnam to civil rights to slavery to genocide. I mean, you look at our history, our very colorful history, and we have so much evidence of suffering and survival and fear and lack. And so, that energy of oppression and that energy of fear and lack consciousness is very pervasive even in ourselves. Even if we didn't necessarily experience directly the impact of some of those things, it's actually been recorded in our DNA, which I find absolutely fascinating. The practice and the idea and the concept and even the evidence of transgenerational trauma has been studied, not extensively. However, it has been studied. And so there's actually a frequency and a vibration to our cells that actually are stimulated based on the experiences we're having in the present reality, right? So let's say, and our minds can't think, kind of distinguish the difference. So let's say we're late for work and we're rushing. It those same chemicals, the same epinephrine, norepinephrine, adrenaline, those same fear response chemicals, which are also pre-recorded in our DNA from a primitive level, are then activated. And then our prefrontal cortex completely shuts off. Our logic, our reason, our voice, our decision making, all of that is nowhere to be found. And so we continue that process again and again and again until eventually we get into a burnout state. Either our mental health suffers, our hormonal health suffers, or even our immune system health suffers, because the immune system is going to be impacted even by a perpetual survival mode. Healing is a completely different experience. Healing involves us to take full responsibility with our present awareness. It involves us to do the deep dives, healing both mentally, emotionally, psychosocially, spiritually, and even on the ancestral plane. I love doing this deep work with people so that they can really understand the magnitude of how all of these things work. It's not common practice, especially not in allopathic doctor's office, to look at the body this way. However, I absolutely love the idea of transforming this survivalistic, fearful, heroic measure, save you at all costs, to a much more empowered, free thinking, free feeling, free experiencing in the present moment. And as we do that, transforming that survival fear into conscious awareness and conscious love, that love for ourselves and that love for humanity begins to radiate, and we begin to heal pretty much on a very immediate level. Now, getting to all of that does take time, and it does take consistent action. And so simple practices that can be done, such as meditation, breath work, yoga. I remember even when I was kind of getting out of this survivalistic mode myself, I would remind myself, what are you doing right now? And I'd be, driving, because my brain would just check off when I was driving, and I'd be like, oh yeah, that's right, I'm holding the steering wheel, I'm sitting in the chair, I'm at a stoplight. I would consciously get really present and remind myself what I was doing in the present moment. And that unique brain training, just that alone, helped my body to be able to start to calm down and relax. Another technique that I would do, that got me from survival to healing, was if I would get triggered by something and my heart would start to race and I'd feel all anxious, I would say, wait a second, you're safe, you're safe, you're safe. And just that mantra of you're safe, it sent those messenger signals, those clues to the rest of my body that you're right. I'm not in survival mode. I'm not being chased by a tiger. I can relax and I can heal. And so that allowed that safety for my subconscious mind then to release whatever information that my conscious mind needed. I know that's really deep conversation for the average person. However, this is a really powerful tool for us to really transform that survival mode into a healing mode, because you really can't heal in survival mode. You can't heal out of fear. You have to only heal out of love. And so hopefully the education that I bring to you and the love that I bring to you and the care that I bring to you helps inspire that love within you and helps to allow you to fully heal once and for all. My name is Dr. Erica Steele, Holistic Family Practice, and we help families live naturally.